something that's changed so much since I moved from the city is what I do before I have my morning coffee. In this case, I bring my chickens their breakfast, and they're so happy to get it. I'm going to be talking about what I put in there later on in the video. I ferment my chicken food in the winter and give them some greens and some yumminess because they just can't get that out foraging when there's 2 feet of snow on the ground. Fresh water is important, as well as some grit. That's what I'm doing here. It's just basically like sand particles that they need in order to digest their food. Super important to do that in the winter as well because they can't get to a lot of grain and gravel. Here is a step-by-step guide on how I ferment my chicken food. So first you take a plain mason jar with some grains like millet, steel-cut wheats, oats, barley, whatever. You add a little bit of water onto the top, and then you want to place it into a jar with a loose-fitting lid just on a normal counter. These jars are an example of the 4 stages of the fermentation process. Once you've had it on the counter for a couple days, it's looking nice and milky and smelling sweet and skunky at the same time. You want to take a sieve, strain it, make sure you keep all that nice goodness of juices. All the probiotics and the goodness is in that juice, so you want to save that for your next batch. Greens are a chicken's best friend in the winter because they aren't able to forage around for them. So I always chop up a few that I have in the fridge or some microgreens that I grow. Hi, babe. It's just a video. Wow, that's a lot of grass. Good job, babe. When we first took over the property in the spring of last year, the chicken coop needed a lot of work. There was about 3 feet of overgrown grass and a lot of cleanup to be done before we could let our chickens out to forage in the outdoors. They love their afternoon snack and they see me coming. They know what time I'm going to come. It's usually around 2 o'clock in the afternoon and they gobble it right up.
Got an amazing wintry mix happening here today. Snow, more snow. We've had a ton this year, which is what we need. So we're gonna take a look at chicken coop. So what we have is literally half of what was originally here when we purchased the property. This was double the size. You can't see it now. You can see a slight indent in the snow of where the coop went to previously. But it was pretty rotten and falling apart, so we tore it apart, and I actually salvaged all the wood to reuse on my tool shed. Take a peek inside what we got, because we want to upgrade the lighting in here. So you can kind of see a few things we've done for our chickens. We've got everything insulated inside with the styrofoam insulation. Works really well, gives us about an R5. Then we have a heater for when the temperature really drops. So we added in the nesting boxes. Whew, these guys are having a dust bath in here. Got the dust kicked up today, but they love it. So let's see if we got any surprises. Oh yeah, we got one. Coming in hot. Whoa, good one. We got that. So one of the things we're gonna do today is we're gonna get rid of, we had a heat lamp, and where we have their roost, where these fellas all sleep, they fly down in the morning and they're a little crazy. So they've been flying into these hanging lights. I've got a light I can mount to the ceiling. Whoa, get some action there. And we do have, so we have 7 chickens, and we got them a few weeks after we purchased the property. They were babies, and we didn't have them sexed. And out of the 7, we ended up with 3 roosters. And everybody's telling us that roosters can't get along. So, as of right now, they're mostly getting along. This fella here in the middle with the dark gray guy is Smoke, and he's a bit of a troublemaker. The 2 white-headed roosters are Grandpa and, well, I can't remember his name. Oh, Poke. Grandpa and Poke. So, and then the roosters, the blonde one is Glenda, the brindley guy is Brindle, and then the 2 black ones are Indigo and Blackie. So super original names. But all 4 hens are producing eggs for us pretty much every day, which is really, really awesome. Guess we might as well enjoy some more of this wintry mix. Go up to the workshop, Bob's Taxi. Here's the shed, which was, the actual building was existing, but it was not finished at all. So we repurposed all the siding from the other portion of the chicken coop. And here's Bob's Taxi. He can maybe help us out, bring some tools over for what we need. And here's the light we're going to put in. A simple shop light, LED. Should be bright enough for those guys there during the daytime, because they don't like to come out in the winter, especially when it's snowing.
go, Your Majesty. Now for you, Pop. Getting heavy. Oh, I always forget to wear gloves. Still feels loose. Yeah. Oh, there goes Stella. Well, I guess I should say why we're doing this. So we do the deep litter method in the winter. So basically, put down a layer. We use pine shavings. They smell really nice. And the chickens scratch around and poop. Scratch around and poop. And it basically just creates this like composty litter that thickens up into a layer of protection from the cold from the floor. And then it's also really great to use for compost in the spring. We haven't tried that yet because this is our first year doing it, but we plan to because chicken poop is garden gold. Always forget gloves.
It's dusty.
So dusty. Am I making this look hard? It's my specialty.
Clary.
Terrific.
Recording.
We're standing in the
Here you go.
We're standing in the snow. So thank you for watching our video. It was our first video we ever did, so I hope everybody enjoyed it.
Second video.
The first kind of good one that we did. Jojo! That's Jojo. You'll see lots of her on the channel. Anyway, like and subscribe. Subscribe if you liked it. It took a lot of work. I'm sure we'll get faster at it. Have a good day. Cardi, were you in the chicken coop? Terrific.
See how that works. Oop. Delete that one.
Should I take another step? How am I gonna get out now? Can you help me?
Nope.